Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dori Vecchio. I'm the town manager for the town of Auburn. I'm honored and privileged to be here today, but I do want to start with recognizing a couple very important people. One of them is Betty Murphy, who is right here in the front. Betty's family played a major role in the history of Camp Gleason. Her father-in-law, Johnny Murphy, and you'll see his name outside on the plaque near the back door, worked for the United States Steel Corporation, the company that originally started Camp Gleason as a recreational facility for their employees. He was also on the building committee when the company was selecting a site for their camp. Johnny convinced them not to go to Millbury and to come to Auburn. Thanks to his efforts, this site became what we know now as Camp Gleason. Johnny's daughter, Eileen and Ethel, helped run the camp's hot dog stand, and his son, John Jr., known as Jack, was raised going to camp at Camp Gleason. Jack later became a police officer in Auburn in the 1950s and served as president of the Historical Society in 2004. Betty joins us today with her nephew, Donald Starrick, son of Catherine Murphy, Johnny's eldest daughter. Please give them a warm round of applause. Thank you so much for being here. As I stated, this building has a rich and meaningful history. In 1942, it was owned by the United States Steel Corporation and used exclusively for the benefits of their employees. Not bad, huh? In 1967, during a town meeting, the community voted to accept the property. By May of 1968, the transfer was officially completed, and the property was turned over to the Auburn Conservation Commission. Years ago, prior to my time here in Auburn, the town had recognized that the building, while still standing proudly, was at risk of failing and in despair. There was concern for what could be vandalism, public safety issues, and hazards in general. The goal at the time was very clear: to preserve the integrity of the property, protect the historic asset, and restore it for future use. I'm proud to say today the goal has been achieved. The plan to restore Camp Gleason was never expected to be quick. It was decided back then that DPW and the employees at DPW would work on this building as they could. Not all the time. It was during COVID. It was not something that was going to be anything quick at any time. There were delays. There were difficult decisions. Over the years, the waterside portion of the building was carefully demolished and rebuilt. A new roof was installed, siding replaced. Essential infrastructure, HVAC, heating and electrical systems were overhauled. This was no small task. The journey was not without setbacks. The town encountered environmental remediation and unexpected challenges, but thanks to the determination and perseverance of those involved, which is a lot of town employees in our Department of Public Works, the belief of this building was worth saving, and we pushed forward. Today, we stand inside a revitalized space and is not only beautiful, but now it's functional. As you know, the town of Auburn has limited public meeting space. That's why we're especially grateful to the Auburn Cable Commission for installing state-of-the-art broadcast systems that allow for live streaming and televised public meetings, increasing access and transparency for residents. Camp Gleason is now more than just a building. It's a symbol of Auburn's commitment to preserving our history, investing in our future, and creating spaces that bring our community together. I would now like to bring up State Representative Paul Frost, an Auburn resident, to say a few words.
I'm guessing you can't see me, so I'll. Oh, it's up to you. I can slide over. I don't need to lose your spot. There you go. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, we just lost all the video feed in the back, but sorry about that. Thank you very much for inviting me to be a part of this, and congratulations to the town of Auburn for making this commitment to redo this this building in this area. I have many fond memories, as I'm sure many in this room do, of coming here when I was young and having swimming lessons to summer camps. And even I got my start politically in this building when, I had restarted the Auburn Republican Town Committee, and we used to have our meetings here in this building. And I know the Democratic Town Committee did as well, and had their meetings here. And so it was a part of the community and always was, even when it wasn't in the best of shape. But to revitalize this to the point what I'm seeing right now is simply astonishing, and is now becoming, and it will now be a gem of this community. So for all who gave their time to this, their commitment to see it through, thank you. This is going to make Auburn just once again, even just a great place. Whether you want to do business here, whether you want to have meetings here, do public events, this is fantastic, and it was much needed. So I congratulate the town, and I do have a citation from the Massachusetts House of Representatives recognizing the town of Auburn for this grand reopening here of Camp Gleason. So congratulations, and I look to coming to many events and meetings here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. I'm going to open this now. Maybe those will pop back up. We'll see. Oh, no. Sorry. I would now like to welcome Senator Michael Moore.
As Paul said, I don't have to worry about anything here. But it's an honor to be here for this reopening. And as Paul said, my first experience coming to Camp Gleason was for town Democratic Committee meetings. And then I found out from the meetings that it's the Boy Scouts used to utilize this facility. And I think, as Dory talked about, it's so nice to see how today in society we are appreciating the historic nature of a building. So often today we have a building, let's knock it down, put up something new, and you forget all the history that goes along with it. And the fact that the town is recognizing that history by keeping this building up. And I never knew that Millbury lost out to this, as you know, from Millbury. But so it's really great to be here and to see how it's really transformed from a building, as Paul said, from a building that had probably seen its time and maybe shouldn't have been utilized. I think the heating wasn't that great, and people come to utilize it for meetings. It would be cold, but to see it now in here with the smart TVs and the cable and all that, it really is a statement to the town of Auburn and the people for preserving the history and actually utilizing this building and moving it forward. I do have a Senate citation, but it's currently en route, so I'll have to give it once it arrives. But I just want to again thank Dory, the town, for restoring this building, and also the townspeople, because without your support, nothing gets done. The town and fathers can only do what the people in the town allow them to do. And thank you to the voters of Auburn, or the constituents of Auburn. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And now I'd like to ask Todd Corain, the Vice Chair of the Board of Selectmen, to come up and say a few words.
Thank you. I guess I'm right in the middle of the Senate and the representative, but we'll keep it up. I just want to take a minute on behalf of my fellow board members, welcome you to Camp Gleason and the grand reopening. And I wanted to spend my time up here to really thank the people that made this possible. Camp Gleason obviously has a deep history in the town of Auburn. There's many generations that have memories growing up here, and the great work that you see before you that our men and women in the Department of Public Works pulled off with support from town meeting and funding by the residents means that generations to come will also share in those memories of Camp Gleason. And, as the town manager said, Department of Public Works, from the very beginning, took on this task. It was planned as something that they would be working on in between the shifts, and soon became a very big project for them to undertake. And I just wanted to recognize a couple individuals that played a big part in this. The entire team, obviously, deserves our thanks. But I apologize if I butcher any names in advance, because I will. But obviously, I'm going to start with Director Paquin, as well as Superintendent Fairbanks, who led the effort and made sure that things were progressing and the project was moving forward. Also, the individuals, Jimmy Beauregard, Zach St. Jean, Gordon Seibenhauer, Andy Piacentini, Rafael Ortiz, Brandon Timmons, and Parker Piona. Those are all the individuals who dedicated hours upon hours, weeks upon months to do the fantastic work that you see here. I'm very excited that this will already be put into use. There is a yoga class, I believe, through the rec department that is going to start using this facility right away. And as I've spoken to my fellow board members, I suggested that we have our summer meetings here, because who would not want to, look at this view as part of our summer meetings? So I look forward to having some select board meetings here, as well as some others. So thank you for coming out. And again, I just want to thank the men and women of the Department of Public Works for the fantastic work they did.
Special delivery cake. So it's an official citation by the State House. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to the town of Auburn in recognition of the ribbon-cutting ceremony celebrating the grand opening of Camp Gleason, which will provide community and recreational space for the residents of Auburn. Ms. Simon, Senate President, myself, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll have to put these up in the wall.
Thank you so much. There's a few people, we're going to cut the ribbon in 1 minute, but there's a few people I want to thank. Kristen Pappas, thank you so much for helping put this together. Rec Direct, you're amazing. I see our building department back there, health department, thank you for letting us open, if you know what I mean. Our Chamber of Commerce, who is always supportive in everything we do. Thank you so much. I can't say enough. So the staff, DPW, our contractors, volunteers, but I can't say enough, the residents who are allowed this to happen, who voted for this, who allowed us to do this, and now we have a beautiful location. With great pride and appreciation, we officially open the doors of Camp Gleason once again. Let's cut the ribbon.
Thank you.
We've got some pastry here and coffee. Please make yourself comfortable, have something to eat, and socialize, because that's what this is for. Thank you so much.